Hello. Hi, everybody, or whoever's going to watch this. Hopefully, I like to be very brief. I think people talk too much. So I just want to say very briefly that, let's see, yesterday was November 3rd. That's my birthday, and that's election day. I was literally born on the 3rd, but my birth certificate says the 4th. Yeah, so I think they made a mistake. My mom is certain it was on the 3rd, so I'm trusting her because she was there, so I'm going to trust her. Um, so, yeah, what do you say about this? It's like so much is going on in our country and in our world. So right off the bat, all I'm going to say is I think it's a meant to be time. I think it's kind of something because I believe in this universal concept and whatever that this is happening for a reason. I also think that there's a lot of negative things that are going on. I also believe that some of the things that leaders in our country are saying are very, very inappropriate, very not right, and I think could be causing more problems than is necessary, especially if there's like chaos already going on and we continue to promote more chaos. All it's going to do is create even more chaos. So I think it's important that we try to get together in our belief systems and try to say something that's going to be um, better for everybody, not chaotic, not causing wars. 'Cause some people like to have wars and like to fight and whatever. I think there's something not right about that. I think if there's the disagreements or protesting, as long as you're not harming anybody else or harming yourself physically, or you're not getting so angry and worked up that you're gonna explode and you've got to hear my side and you're wrong and you're wrong. That's not good either. We need to be able to live a more balanced life. I speak about this a lot, just the whole idea of being balanced inside of ourselves and kind of projecting that out to the world. Even in the midst of our concerns, in the midst of our angers, in the midst of our frustrations, in the midst of our anxieties, it's important to stay focused on what we are, first and foremost, individually as a human being, and then learning to get that balance of, and here's some cool words that are real, but they're just words. It needs to be experientially understood, experientially done. And that's being able to live lives of more awareness and presence, and then operating from there, but operating from your genuineness, because there's going to be what I would call our goods, our bads, and our uglies. And it's important to really operate and be okay with having all of that, not having to pretend or having to be impress anybody or having to just have our way, but really trusting this thing that might be an unknown, which I think is a universal part of us. And too many of us, and all of us to some degree, have to have some kind of thing to know, an idol, a god, a guru, a preacher, something, a drug, a relationship. It's got, that's becomes the most important part of our lives for all of us to some degree. And some of us are getting past that. Well, we always need each other, yeah, but you need to learn that, get that balance. And again, that balance occurs as you work inside yourself to get these concepts of seeing that there's this universal reality within each and every one of us, and then learning to operate from there. It's much more so not trying to think it all through, but using our minds and our that internal thing that's a part that connects us all. We need to see that. If we don't, it's just going to be more chaos in our world. Less and more people are getting it, and the more people who do, the easier it'll be to help heal this world. But we need to have a group of people who are so entrenched living this type of life throughout their lives, moment by moment, and promoting the healing towards everyone else. And then the world will change. Otherwise, we're just going to keep doing the same things that we're doing over and over again because we don't have it yet. There's some people who are trying to promote, oh yes, we're there, or there's so much more good in the world, and all that. And that's what we really need to focus on, that everything is fine, or everything is better and better. Yeah, things are getting better in certain ways. But what's really more important is that we have a reality-based living, a reality-based understanding and living of what's really going on. And even though there's good, there's also bad, and there's a lot of ugly. And one of the ways that I think is a more balanced way when you're truly getting it is being able to know that yes, you have peace in your life, you have love, you have understanding, you have care and concern for everybody else. You're playing a lot in life. Yet at the same time, you're aware of the tragedies, of the horrors of life. So there's a unique sadness, if that's the word, or concern with that. And with that said, that should be with us all the time, the balance of both of those things. And the more it is with people on a consistent basis, which is hard to do, especially in Westernized society because we have it so easy. Even the ones who have it very difficult can have it so easy. So anyway, that's all I wanted to put out right now, in hopes that people will join together more and keep moving forward. And if you're not there yet, whatever that means, that's okay too. If you're making a good effort toward joining together, toward healing without too much aggression or too much fear, but breaking through, learning these key principles to apply to our lives over and over again. One being genuine with all that you are. I screw up. Okay, we're all going to screw up. But also with that, learning to be more and more vulnerable with what's really going inside of you in any given moment. And then with that vulnerability, taking a risk and saying whatever's with you in that moment. That could heal relationships, that can heal yourself individually, that can help heal the world, because you're learning to take that risk in a balanced way. You don't want to beat somebody over the head with a truth, but you still want to learn to be able to respond spontaneously in any given moment from this place of vulnerability. And I can, if anybody wants to know more about this, let's get together and let's talk about it. Let's, yeah, you know, I've been giving teachings for a while now, and I can continue to do that if people want. Um, and I guess that's about it. So, you know, hey, everybody, I love you all. I really do. I'm sure there's some people, especially in my past, who don't feel the same way about me, and that's okay too. But I hope that we can all learn to forgive and move on together as a community, as a world. So, bye.